I've seen all good people now. Oh, good morning. Comfortable postures in such a location and position that we are comfortable and able to focus, concentrate on what we're doing, making the most out of our time together. When we are born, even in the circumstances where we have twins or three or more children being born, triplets, one still emerges from one's mother's womb one at a time. And the point being is that we come into this world as individuals and alone. The point of this being is that we each have a responsibility to fashion ourselves as best we can. We all know this because we are here in the first place, eliciting from ourselves a sense of self-nourishing, of goals for self-improvement, and interest in acquiring a greater sense of virtuosity, of exploring our own being and finding tools that will help us in this endeavor of self-improvement. It's why we're here. It's why we're sharing. It's why this podcast even exists. Having found a relatively comfortable posture or a great posture, let's investigate further. Being aware of the warmth that's emanating from one's body, something that's easy to do, something that comes naturally. We feel our temperature inside on our skin, have a sense of the atmosphere or the environment that we're in. If one is in a breeze or in an air-conditioned room or outside in a kind of similar way, or very warm, even warmer than one's exuding energy. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're following and being aware of our current circumstance as we follow our own energy creation, following our pulse, being aware of the cadence of our own being alive, finding with a little greater depth of investigation that our pulse is everywhere. We have a sense of this, allowing ourselves to, in a way, be undulating with the awareness of our body's motion, because it's moving with this pulse. Finding also one's breath, the rising and the subsiding of one's chest, of one's upper torso. Feeling the lungs expand, the lower and upper lobes. Your diaphragm extending and then rising again. Being aware is a basis of finding out where we're at, of being aware of our foundation inside of ourselves, that we might know where we stand, where we can find a balance, an equilibrium, a place where we can feel secure, calm, at ease. with a sense of rest, with a sense of tranquility. It is what we are looking for to do. And we begin with our physicality because it's close at hand. It's right here, right now. Finding our comfortable posture, whatever it may be. Change it up. Be flexible, right? Be adaptable, okay? This is what we are looking for from ourselves. As the circumstances of life are always changing, the more able that we are to understand, to have a sense of empathy for, of compassion, of kindness, of gentleness, then we can see through these changes how we should proceed. This is wisdom and maturity, and it comes from one's experience, from one's analysis of just what's going on. Being aware, being alert, being awake. This is a goal, that we can perceive what's going on inside and outside of ourselves, remembering our responsibility of self-improvement, remembering this is evolution's goal, to grow, to expand, to become more, to be. Breathing deeply and long. I'm asking you to do this, please. Relax. As one breathes in harmoniously, not too long, not too short. Kind of like the three bears, somewhere in the middle, with moderation, with a sense of playfulness and self-curiosity of what you are doing. When one has inhaled as much as is needed, then pausing and reconciling that you have completed an inhale and that you are relaxing and finding a sense of grace in this brief several moments of rest. As one begins to feel the need to exhale and initiates an exhale, long and slow and purposefully again, as you can, within your own abilities, within your own practice, within one's own experience, because experience and practice are similar words that are related. The more that one practices, the more experience one has upon which to rely upon to further increase the value of one's practice. It is why it is said to mindfully meditate every day and further, not just once, but as often as one can. And this does not mean for sitting for 15 minutes or 1% of your day, but because that's a lot, right? 15 minutes or 14.4 minutes is 1% of the day's 1,440 minutes, 24 hours times 60 minutes, yeah. 86,400 seconds or moments. So what's 1/100th of 86,000? Okay. 864 seconds. You don't need to do this every time you want to be mindful. And shouldn't think that we have to do this. It can be in a few moments. one finds a sense of awe, of reverence, of amazement in the vitality of one's own life. You need not look further than this to find a bundle of miracles within oneself. One's process of respiration we've been talking about. One's squeezing and pulsing heartbeat we've mentioned. These are the culmination of millions, yes, millions of years of evolutionary improvement, adapting in our Earth's environment, creation. It is what it is. Accepting, being receptive to what we are doing right now, every day, as we play in the game of life. Hey, hi, smile every day. That one is alive. Allowing oneself to be this way and seeking a sense of virtuosity, remembering to be kind and understanding and compassionate toward oneself. No, this is not selfishness. This is understanding and wisdom and maturity and experience. Because as you share these virtues with oneself, how does one interact or influence those that are around them, be it children or spouses or friends or co-workers or community, in a more harmonious, in a better way? Tools, again, just so we remember, are the natural processes that we share. Your breathing and your pulsing are a good beginning. And planting seeds, encouraging oneself to be more virtuous all day. You can do this in just a few moments. That's the point. You don't need 864 seconds to say hello, to say thank you, to say how lucky I am to be alive, or to repeat your sacred saying, which you should have. Because in times of trouble, which you will find, it is good to have something to call upon to help oneself settle and find one's foundation. We are here now, bundles of miracles, humbled in the perspective, in the realization of the immensity, the depth of what we call creation or our universe, which we have nearly no understanding of, and thankful that we have this opportunity to be alive. Namaste.